Yeah, so Vortex, something I noticed is that all of the funny women that I have seen on stage here in Nashville or just in general on the Insta spam, all the funny women have one thing in common. They obviously don't see themselves as victims, okay? Their sets aren't overtly political. I know I said the one thing, but now I'm listing off all these things. But yeah, their stuff isn't overtly political. Like, occasionally they'll have a political joke, but it's not so political that it's nauseating. I can't stand political comedy now. It's just so aggravating. And people assume that I would like it if I agree with it, but that's actually not the case anymore. Because I'm just so fucking tired of hearing people say stuff that isn't really that funny or clever, but because other people don't want to say it because they're too afraid to, people think that it's way funnier and more clever than it actually is. But that's what the internet has done to society, okay? It's like, it's very similar to the Joe Rogan effect. The Joe Rogan effect has made a lot of people think that they're more interesting than they actually are. Okay, just like all of these liberal degenerates, let's not even call them liberal. Let's just retire this language, all right? Let's just say degenerate, okay? So degenerate people have made conservatives seem like they're not boring, okay? I don't think that political views or religious views even make you or break you. I think that, like, people are already pretty, like, lost. And they just use politics or religion to try to define them. And it's like their whole personality, and it's so boring. Like, there's nothing more boring to me than making one thing your entire personality. So if I ever do that with my schizophrenia, please forgive me for that shit, because I don't want to. I just talk about it because it's a part of my experience. A significant chunk of it, in fact. But whatever, let's keep going. All these funny women have access to the male part of their brain. That's why they're able to get on stage and be assertive and all that. When women try to be assertive, it's really fucking annoying. And so I've noticed that the women that I really like, they're all like extremely cool with themselves. You know, they don't seem the slightest bit insecure. And I've just noticed, you know, a lot of dudes are really insecure about being dudes. They're really insecure about being straight. They're really insecure about being white. Okay? And the ones that aren't are also really annoying because they're doing what I was just describing. Just saying stuff because they think it's offensive. And it's like, I just hate this culture so much. But I also hate a lot of the stuff I do too. I hate being that avant-garde comedian. I hate the fact that people call my shit alt comedy. I just want to commit suicide whenever I hear somebody say that. I'm like, dude, I really should have just slit my wrist instead of coming out tonight. But yeah, like, there's just no way to win, you know? That's why I say get used to losing. If you can get used to losing, then you'll be fine, right? But
It's very crucial that I continue to do this, in spite of the fact that it drains me every time I do. I mean, society, maybe this is just me gaslighting myself, but society needs people like me to remind them why their society sucks, okay? Like, they need the voice of reason to come from a disorganized schizophrenic. I mean, I've had so many people, like normal ass people, like tell me that they agree with me on so many things, and I don't ever expect that. I don't ever expect people to like me or dig what I have to offer, you know? But pleasantly surprised, but also a little weirded out, a little creeped out. Everything's creepy now. Creepiest thing about it is that people are totally fine with that.